Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Against the Public for August 10th, 2025. I cannot believe it is August 10th already. It seems like it just turned August 1st, and I don't know. I get sensitive about this month, guys, because this is my birthday month, so I'm not telling you what day or the year, but let's just say I've stopped counting. Anyway, guys, we are absolutely smashing Major League Baseball right now. We're in the middle of a documented 16-4 run on Pickdawgz.com, including 11-2 on our Major League Baseball totals. We'll talk more about that in a minute. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. This is your first glance at the opening numbers and movement for Sunday's biggest games as the numbers continue to roll in on Saturday afternoon. We have a massive card, so let's get right to it. The WNBA is going to start the overall schedule off with the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty renewing their rivalry in Brooklyn. The Liberty up to -4. Total down a point to 165.5 over -$1.12. This is a must win for the Liberty, which I think is why we see when that number opened up at -1, we saw everybody piling on New York. This is a must win for them. They trail Minnesota by 5.5 games for the top spot in the standings. Yes, they have games head to head remaining, but catching Minnesota, if you're behind 6.5 games, is just not going to happen. These two teams met up 10 days ago. Absolute fireworks. They put up 193 points, and Minnesota's 100-93 win. I have both side and total from tomorrow's game on Pick Dawgz as we speak. The NFL preseason culminates with 2 games. Week 1 culminates with 2 games. The Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears will kick off at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. The side in this game has not budged. We've seen Chicago at -3 just about from start to finish. The total has moved up 3 points to 35.5. So movement on the total, nothing on the side. And that's a little bit strange considering we see 84% of the public money on the Bears. Books refuse to get off the number 3, which I don't know if I blame them in this in a preseason game. 54% is on the over, and a lot of that also could do with sharp money coming back the other way. So they're comfortable sitting at 3, despite the overwhelming amount of public money on Chicago. That game will be followed by the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. New Orleans 1-point road favorite, 36.5. 95% of the public money is on the Chargers. A massive amount on the Chargers. And again, same kind of situation here. We do see 85% on the over. It looks like sharp money is keeping this number at bay despite the huge percentage of the public on Los Angeles. I have side and total in both of these games up on Pick Dawgz as we speak. Major League Baseball finishes up the week with a 15-game schedule starting at 1:05 Eastern Time. Royals and the Twins will kick the day off. No numbers or starters in this one, although I do expect newly acquired Ryan Berger to get the start for the Royals after coming over from the Padres. He had 1 start so far after the deadline. That was against the Red Sox, and it was pretty solid. So expect him to be getting the ball tomorrow. The series that we're keeping our eye on, of course, is the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers $1.90. 9 is your total, $1.10 each way. Eric Lauer, 7-2, 2.59 ERA goes for the Jays. Against Yamamoto, 10-7, 2.51 ERA. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The Jays coming into this game now. If we go back a series against Colorado, of course they come into this series as the first team to record 63 hits in a 3-game series. A little power outage against the Dodgers, but man, they came in red hot after knocking the Colorado Rockies around, which is not great when you're a Pirates fan because you sit there and go, what happened to you guys? Anyway, we have a massive card for Sunday. I try to add to that incredible 16-4 run. And, of course, every record and every play is always documented at pickdawgz.com for better or worse. 913 units won during that run, 11-2 on total. So, yes, we are sliding into the NFL season. Guys, don't forget about Major League Baseball. absolutely on fire. So make sure you check that out. In fact, over the last 7 days, 20-9. That's good for number one overall. So don't miss out. Guys, if you want every selection I release, simply jump on my annual all-access pass. You will get every play from now to this time next year for a little over $5 a day. You get every play in the NFL, every play in college football coming up, NHL, NBA, college basketball, Major League Baseball. You get it all for just over $5 a day. In addition, I have a ton of packages for every bankroll on the brand new Pickdawgz.com website. That's a quick look at Sunday's betting board. Let's get to your free play to end the week. And we're going to turn our attention back to baseball. Rotation number 923, 924 between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. Adrian Hauser, 6-3, 2.54 ERA. Gets his second start for the Rays after coming over from the White Sox. His mound opponent, Brian Wu, 9-6, 3.02 ERA for Seattle. Mariners, $1.87 favorite. They opened up $1.80, so that's moved just a little bit. Total 7.5 under, minus 19. Adrian Hauser was beat up pretty good in his first start after the deadline. Got roughed up by the Los Angeles Angels, gave up 11 hits, 5 earned in 5 2/3 innings. And this was his, as we know, first start since coming over from the White Sox after the deadline. There's always a transition, especially for pitchers. Hitters seem to be in a much better spot after the deadline than the pitchers. So I give that bad start a pass for sure. I think we'll see the Hauser that somehow compiled a 6-3 record, or 6-2 record, I guess it was, with the White Sox, and the one that has not given up 4 or more earned runs in back-to-back starts since May. It was a very early May and late April of 2024, so I expect him to bounce back. Hauser gave up a home run in that Angels series. Matter of fact, he's given up a home run in back-to-back games now, but that is not the norm for him. We've seen him only give up 4 homers in the last 74 in the third innings, and that says something because he's going to be facing a lineup of the Seattle Mariners that's third in Major League Baseball in homers. So hopefully we'll be able to get him to neutralize that factor. With Tampa Bay under 500, they're 5 games behind that wild card spot. We should see a massive sense of urgency and focus in this game, especially in a game that could, now mind you, I'm doing this Saturday afternoon, this is a game that could push them back in the wild card standings and back of the Twins and the Angels, depending on what happens in those games. So this is a big game for them to come out and top. I like the Rays. I don't have a lot of confidence in the Rays just because they have not been playing well. And in fact, let me just I'll clarify that. I don't have enough confidence to go out and get the $1.53 as a plus money dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plus 1.5 on the run line. We're going to give up $1.37, and we're going to take the Rays as your free play for Sunday. Guys, go to pickdawgz.com. Every individual play, every long-term pass, locked and loaded, including that annual all-access pass for just over $5 a day, and looks like we're smashing the NFL preseason again today, guys. So get on board if you haven't already. Don't forget, I will have premium plays in Major League Baseball, WNBA, NFL preseason for tomorrow's games, or today's games, I guess, Sunday. And then, of course, Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll have them up for next week's games as well. Guys, I can't thank you enough for joining me. Thank you so much. I hope everybody is finding some success. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. You can find me on Twitter at Dana Lane Sports, or X, for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Sunday.